This is the PowerPoint about atoms. There's a student version with fill in the blanks that you guys are going to go through and do. You can pause this video so you can fill yours in as you're going along. Essential questions. What is the basic structure of atoms? How is an atom's atomic mass calculated? Which subatomic particles are electrically charged? Where are the three main subatomic particles located? How do protons determine an atom's identity? What is an atom? An atom is the basic building block of ordinary matter. So all matter contains atoms. The basic unit of a chemical element, so every chemical element, gold, oxygen, mercury, they're all made up of atoms. Atoms consist of three basic parts: protons, neutrons, electrons. They're also called subatomic particles. So as you're watching this Google slideshow, you'll notice that the words you need to fill in are purple. So you're filling in the purple words. And again, pause wherever you need to. Structure of an atom. An atom consists of a nucleus in the center. The nucleus contains protons and neutrons. You can see right here. The electron cloud surrounds the nucleus and contains the electrons. The rings are referred to as orbitals or shells. So all of these rings around are where the electrons are found, and they're called orbitals or shells. Protons. Protons are positively charged subatomic particles. They're located inside the nucleus. They're included in the atom's mass. One proton equals one atomic mass unit. The atomic number tells us the number of protons. And protons determine the element's identity. So if the number of protons changes, then the element changes. Neutrons. Neutrons have no electrical charge. They're neutral. They're located inside the nucleus. They're included in the atom's mass. One neutron equals one atomic mass unit, or AMU. And the number of neutrons may not always be the same as the number of protons. Usually there's more neutrons than protons. The nucleus contains the protons, which have a positive charge, the neutrons, which have a neutral charge. And the bond in the nucleus is very strong. There's a strong bond between the protons and neutrons. Electrons. The electrons are negatively charged subatomic particles. They're located outside of the nucleus. They do not contribute to the atom's mass because they're very, very small. One electron is about 1/2000th of an atomic mass unit. In a neutral atom, the number of protons and electrons are equal. 8. Atomic number equals the number of protons and electrons, and all are equal in the neutral atom. So if you remember 8, you'll remember atomic number is protons and electrons in a neutral atom. Mass is the mass number or the atomic mass minus the atomic number gives you the number of neutrons. So mass number minus atomic number equals the number of neutrons. You can remember that by remembering man. Remember, it's not always the same. There are not always the same number of protons and neutrons. This table shows all the different atoms that there are on Earth in the periodic table. Remember, an atom is the basic unit of a chemical element. What can you tell from an atom or element from the periodic table? We can tell the element or atom's name. This one is nitrogen. We can tell the symbol. Symbol's N. We can see the number of protons. That's the atomic number. That's going to be 7 right here. Also tells us that 7 is the number of electrons. It's also referred to as the atomic number. The atomic mass is down here, 14.007. And the atomic mass tells us the number of protons and the number of neutrons. So if we add those together, we're going to get the atomic mass. How can we determine the number of neutrons in the nitrogen? All we have to do is take atomic mass, which is 14, subtract the atomic number, which is 7. 14 minus 7 is equal 7. So there's 7 neutrons. And this number is an average. That's why it is in a decimal form. Just like if you go to the grocery store and you weigh 3 apples, they will not always weigh the same. You can take an average of the 3 apples. In this chart, you guys are going to go through and practice on your own. This one, you're going to tell me how many protons they have. This one, I want the atomic mass. This one, I want how many electrons. And this one, you're going to tell me how many neutrons. And once you're done with that, you can go ahead and turn it in.